Hi, I'm Maria Simonelli and I'm the founder and the program facilitator to The Creative Advantage. I specialise in training clients to build their individual creative core competencies and workplaces to collaborate more effectively and build creative problem-solving cultures. So this video is to take you through the program model that's at the foundation of the programs that I run. All the programs are founded on the premise that creativity is a learned skill set and can be enriched by understanding the neuroscience and the psychology behind it. They're translated into training programs, as I said, that are delivered online via face-to-face workshops or a series of other products that are available via this website. The objective of these programs is to lay out the science behind creativity to not only appreciate our creative potential, but to give us all the motivation and the tools to obtain a creative advantage in all aspects of life. They're curated from the latest research from the world's most renowned experts and thinkers in the fields of neuroscience, cognitive psychology, social science, and provide you with both an understanding and a practical means to successfully create an advantage where you work, where you live, play, and as you age. So let's take a bit of a deep dive now into this program and look at the 7 key steps. So step 1. Step 1 is clarifying your creative strength. So think about the way that you might express your creativity. There's a number of activities that we undertake, one being the Foresight Thinking Profile, the other being the Creativity Fitness Assessment, and they help determine where your preferences and creative strengths are. So once you've got a sense of that, it helps you then focus on building on these through the next steps. Step 2 is to understand the creative fundamentals. So here we look at how we might define creativity, when and how humans evolved to be creative, why we need to be creative, and what's going on in the brain. And the interesting thing about the whole brain at work is how we can rewire it to actually be more creative. We then look at things like the different forms of creativity. So we talk about deliberate and spontaneous creative forms, and both of them can be facilitated through particular means to get to the best creative outcome. The next step is to explore the essential creative elements. Now, there are 4 essential elements that influence every single creative outcome. So they are motivation, domain expertise or your subject expertise, creative skill sets, and the social and work environment. So understanding the science behind each of those elements gives you a means to leverage these to your advantage. And there's a huge amount of science that's done through Harvard on these ones. So I'm very confident that these will really give you a sense of the things that you need to really get in place to take it to the next step. The next step is creating the conditions for creativity. So this is thinking about where ideas and creativity intersect and how you might generate more and better ideas. It also looks at how you might increase your brain's capacity to harness those spontaneous insights that you have in the shower or when you're walking the dog, and how you might use play and procrastination and even boredom to facilitate a creative outcome. We also learn how to leverage visualization to rewire your brain power. The next step is to think about the rest of your body and your brain and how they're connected. And it's known now very much that you can enhance your creativity through thinking about the way you sleep and the value of sleep, movement, exercise, restorative activities, and also understanding how the design of your physical space is actually very crucial to creating an outcome. So we bring that all together and understand those connections. Step 6 is to think about creating a routine. So we can build your creative practice through identifying and establishing a creative routine. That we learn about the creative rhythm method, and we learn how to leverage this from the point of view of neuroplasticity that sits behind habit. We can then also learn to overcome barriers, capture the benefits of failure, create strategies that help you really try and understand what's getting in your way to ensure that the the creative practice that you're learning through the habit actually sticks. And the last step is the 7th step, which is about thinking about your learning creative problem-solving tools. So this is where we go from ideas to action and think about all those things that you've learnt through this program and how you can apply that to small and bigger problems. And it really is that area where we transform this by applying it to making creativity really a way of life for you. And talking about a way of life, I feel like the 7 steps really equip you to apply these learnings to key life stages. So how do you think about this in terms of your approach to parenting or education for your children or your self-education, how you apply it to your work life, your management practices, even health and well-being. And it's all about really maximising creativity every day. There's actually another online program that delves in this into more detail, but this really does give you a sense of how you might maximise creative potential throughout your life. So the good news, just to finish off, is that anyone can learn to be creative and to incorporate creative thinking into everyday life and all those choices we make every day. And also thinking about how you might resolve some of the challenges of doubt and failure and even mediocrity that may limit your potential. So the secret is there's no magic tricks, no formulas, and there's strategies and tools and a mindset. And I guarantee that if you stick with them, it can really set you apart to create a distinctive creative advantage. So my goal is to provide you with creative insight and the confidence to change your personal circumstances, and in doing so, the world around you. My sense is the end game is to really bring your best creative capacity to solve some of the big problems that are plaguing the world, and how better than to start with your own sphere of influence. So I encourage you to take the first step and get in contact. I hope that this has given you a bit more depth into what you would be getting into. And if you're interested in finding out more, please contact me via the website. I really hope to see you soon. Thanks for your time.